Hey Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your February 2023. I still have to get used to that. 2023 reading. If you've never been to this channel before, this is basically my channel intended to just put some light and good vibes into the world. I do believe there's a collective energy that we all contribute to, no matter how small we feel on some days. And so that's what this is all about. So if you want to be part of the good vibes, you want to give them out to others and myself as well, you are so welcome here. And if you don't, then keep walking. All right. If you would like to be notified of these readings in the future and you don't want to miss a reading, hit the notifications bell. Don't forget to do that. And like and subscribe if it resonates. Keep it. If it doesn't, let it go. All right, Libras. So messages for February 2023 for our Libras. We're only going to take cards that fly out on their own. They have to volunteer. We don't want to force anything. And if they flip, then we take them as footnotes. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune card out with the Eight of Swords. Let's get these all out. That's one's upside down. If they come out in reverse, because I start with the deck all upright. If they come out in reverse, we listen to that as well. So this is all about not forcing. It's about flow. So Eight of Swords is the illusion of being stuck. And that illusion would be quite convincing, right? She's got her eyes blindfolded. Her hands are behind her back and all tied up. She's surrounded by swords. If she can simply remove the illusion, if she can see past the illusion, she'll see that it's all a farce. She can step out from all of those swords. And I'm noticing the water. She can step out of the water. I wonder what the water is symbolizing. Something interesting about tarot is it seems almost childlike in the sense that we really take those pictures seriously. But one thing that a lot of tarot readers, myself included, pay attention to is what are we noticing in that picture? And for some reason, I'm noticing the water. I'm noticing that it's pooling around her feet. And I feel that is the only real thing in this photograph. So in this picture, the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the Eight of Swords has always represented the illusion because she can simply untie her hands. She can simply remove that blindfold. She can step out of the illusion. But the water is the only thing that is real. Everything else is an illusion. And I feel that the water represents for you a bit of a wake-up call. So something in the real world, the material world, will help you jar awake from the illusion. So we might circle back to that, but that's what's hitting me right now. Wheel of Fortune is a karmic card. This is a reminder that you are exactly where you're supposed to be in life. You know those moments, maybe you wake up early in the morning and you get hit with this feeling, or right before bed. These are usually our weaker moments or more vulnerable moments. And you feel like, am I supposed to be doing something else? You know, this is confirmation that no, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. But also, the Wheel of Fortune sometimes talks about things coming back into our lives for a reason. So we'll come back to that. Knight of Cups in reverse. So for you guys who might be dating people, or you might be working with somebody really creative, but they could be charming. There might be a little manipulation there. There might be, and it might be innocent, you know, it could be a one-night stand. It could be them sweeping you up off your feet because there's just something really glamorous or charming or romantic about how they are perceived. But perceive is the biggest word in that sentence because how things naturally are. It might just not be long-term, right? It might be fleeting. It might be a wonderful dream, but know that. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is that moment of like, what have you been working towards? And is it towards something that's going to pay off, you know? Or are you spinning your wheels? So let's get into this a little bit more. I'd like to know more about, about the Eight of Swords. Okay. So we've got the Four of Pentacles with a High Priestess, and they are clearing up the meaning of the Eight of Swords. I think you feel you have to pull in your resources. You have to pull in your energy. You have to be protective of things. You know, I feel like your intuition is telling you to do that. Clarity on this. Why are they stuck? What makes them, what's the illusion? I want to know what the illusion is, right? Like, let's skip right to the Queen of Wands. This could be somebody in your life that could be really convincing. They might like nice things. They could be good at convincing others because they exude a confidence. This could be male, female. It's not attached to gender, but there might be something you feel you don't trust. And so you're pulling your energy back. Your intuition is telling you to pull your energy back. And there's this conflict because I think that they want more of you. They are telling you to give them more of you. So I think you feel kind of stuck in this tug of war between what you really want to do, which is intuitively and maybe based on past hurt or experiences, you just want to pull things in. You don't want to be super generous with your energy or your money or your time. And this person could be a fire sign. But they don't have to be. It's basically having characteristics of a fire sign, which is it can be outgoing, it can be charismatic and confident. So anyway, that is talking about that stuck energy. But remember that there is an illusion attached to this. The water, that thing in life, the only thing that's real, there's something real in all of this. And that's going to help you free yourself of the illusion. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is all about working with others for a shared goal. So this is either a situation that's coming back into the picture, working with an individual who has the same shared goal, or being hired by a same individual, or this could be just confirmation that you are on the right path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be with this. Okay, but it's very good. So there's a Queen of Cups energy. This could be you or somebody else, but this is, I'll describe for you the individual, and they're going to be more compassionate, nurturing, caring, more sensitive. They're going to be definitely more on the sensitive side. And I think they're very, very happy with this collaboration. So I think this feels like something coming back into play, an opportunity that, it's confirmation, like pay attention to how it makes you feel, because that's going to be kind of that's going to be your compass, right? And I think that this is going to be feeding that part of you that was concerned during that stuck feeling that we're just talking about. I feel that there's reciprocity attached to this. It's something you can trust. Knight of Cups. Clarity on the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. We've got the 10 of Cups. Why the 10 of Cups and clarity of the Knight of Cups? We got the Devil card, the 10 of Cups. So this it's like in town for a good time, but not a long time. This is a messenger, somebody who kind of wakes you up, somebody who kind of gives you a vision of fun and what you would like in the future. It does seem kind of like a love offer. It does read like a romantic thing, and it might be a one-night stand. They might be not for you for the long term, but I think it's like allowing yourself to get swept up in it is going to put, like I said, pep in your step. It's going to put a new vision in your head. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be a nice break from that withholding energy that you felt stuck with, that we previously described. So 7 of Pentacles. Whoa. A lot of these come in reverse. You want to move on from something, but something that you put a lot of work towards. Some of you guys, this is going to be career related. Some of you guys, it's going to be relationship. I'm just going to be broad with the energy. So it's this inability to you can't get over how much work you put into it. You can't get over what you had intended with it all, like the end goal. And it didn't go the way that you wanted. It left you feeling disappointed. And so it leaves you with this kind of this feeling like you're holding on still. So you're kind of at this dead stop because you're resisting the end of it all. And so this is a very dynamic reading. Here we have over here this stuckness, you know, somebody kind of pulling your energy. This is for some of you, even this is the pressure to become that energy yourself. So there's that tug of war still. Is like, I don't want to join in on all the fun and the games yet, you know, like I just kind of want to be like this. And then you have this beautiful collaboration. There's like, this can even sometimes be online dating, but like there's this, or a therapist or something. But either way, you're working with somebody in February that opens your world and sees you. And there's a compassion and a nurturing there, and it's going to make you really happy. Okay. So this could even be happy at work, but working with somebody and an entity that sees you. Allowing yourself to get swept up in a romantic, playful thing with somebody might be approaching you with a beautiful love offer, and it might be just really lustful and fun, and it might not be there for a long time, but it's what gives you perspective on this contrast that you've been dealing with, this stuckness, this Eight of Swords, is not being stuck with not wanting to move on, you know, not wanting to, like, you still are not completely over that you put so much work into something and it was not rewarded the way you wanted it to be. So see what I mean by dynamics? It's like there's really good stuff going on, and then you are really struggling with that tug of war. So with that being said, let's get some advice from tarot. Let's ask the tarot, what message does Leo need to hear that will, what's the word I want? I don't want to shuffle until I say the word. That will benefit Libra. What message does Libra, I've been thinking Libra the whole time. Love when tarot readers do that. I've been thinking about you, I swear. Libra, what message does Libra need to hear that they don't maybe see or know yet? You might be getting messages soon, or there might be travel happening quickly. I think, what's this Queen of Swords in reverse? Two of Rods. This is Two of Rods. Give me just a sec, you guys. I don't want to speak too soon. What's the Eight of Rods? For Libra. This is, you know, again with the dynamic theme here. Okay. So just the tarot is saying are there things that you're doing on the surface to convince yourself that you're moving on? Basically, it's confirming. Remember the beginning of the reading where I'm like, there's this outgoing energy and you feel stuck because you're that Four of Pentacles, that energy that with your intuition is telling you just to hold everything on tight, you know, right now, like, and you're confused with what to listen to. Do you join that extroverted, outgoing energy, or do you stay in? So basically it's backing up of like, there's no reward in pretending. There's no reward in pretending you are ready to move on. If you need just be yourself, basically. So if you, for instance, have this Knight of Cups who's coming up to you like, hey, let's have a good time, and you want to take part in that, maybe that will be really fun, but also being real with it. Like, this is where you're at. And not feeling coerced or pressured to try to convince yourself by way of maybe booking a trip or by way of trying to take false action. Okay. So let's ask for advice. I know that that's already some advice, but I want to ask for, that was just generally the message was that you don't see is that any kind of false action is not going to lead to anything positive there. So it's got to be authentic. It's got to be totally authentic. Advice for our Libras. The bigger picture is that the conflict is the story. The conflict is the lesson. The conflict grants some confusion that is giving you insight about things that have been hidden. You have a beautiful offer that's going to come out of all this. You have this beautiful Ace of Cups that comes out of all this. You don't see it coming. And it's going to be attached to, for some of you guys, a move where you're moving actual locations. Maybe you're moving across the country or maybe you're just moving down the road. But this beautiful offer, and the cups represent love and passion, creativity. But this, what you don't see coming is as soon as you just are naturally coming to, like, you're ready to put down this burden of conflict, I think something kind of moves it along that you don't have control over, and it turns out really great. Yeah. And so now all of a sudden you're going to get this overwhelming sense that now the efforts that you're putting forward, now the intentions that you're setting and the efforts, unlike before where this was upside down, now they're going to pay off. Now it's like you're on the right track. So keeping an open mind is key, right? But being authentic and full of integrity. If you feel stuck, just examining that. But you've got some really cool things, delightful things coming up here. And just staying in your integrity. That's the overall message for you, Libra, is being really authentic, like even to yourself. The nostalgic card. So somebody might be coming out of the past to help or to give you something. Anyway, really dynamic. February is not going to be kind of a sit on your laurels type of month. It's going to be a good one for you. All right, take care, you guys. Talk to you soon. And I enjoyed this reading. I appreciate you joining me.